Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Assalamu alaikum. This is Aisha Al-Hajjar from AMANI Birth, and this is Amani in the Gambia, saving lives today. I have Sister Salama. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Thank you, Aisha.
You're welcome.
So,
hold on, Brother Sekaba. Let me introduce Brother Sekaba. Hold on.
Okay.
Brother Sekaba.
Yes.
And we'd like to congratulate you, Brother Sekaba, because you have a new baby in the house.
Thank you.
Congratulations. May Allah bless you and mommy and the children. Very happy for your news.
Thank you.
Now you can go, Salama.
Okay. Sorry, Sekaba. So we had a question from last week about the water breaking. I just want to go back and mention the question. It was from a commenter, I believe her name, I don't want to mispronounce it, Hadija too, asks why her water never breaks during, I guess, in her previous pregnancy. So if you could just touch on that quickly before we go into our topic about why some women need their water broken.
Well, okay. Yeah. Well, first of all, the water can break at any point in the labor. It can break at the beginning. It can, even before pains start, anytime during the labor. And of course, it can break during the pushing stage. And sometimes even the baby's born without it being broken. And then we break it after the birth. Any of that is within the range of normal. Okay. If she's been having her water broken, that's because a doctor or midwife or nurse has decided to break her water at some point. But I'm quite sure that if they'd just been more patient, it'd have broke at some point. Most likely, if not before, definitely during the pushing stage. Very few babies are born with the water never, ever, ever breaking. And even if they are, that's fine. But our care providers tend to want to break our waters mainly because they don't want to get wet. Because if you're pushing and they're sitting between your legs, where do you think the water's going to go? Is in my face, right? So if your water breaks during pushing, it's going to be in my face if I'm a care provider who's sitting between your legs. So care providers will break your waters, not because your water's, something's wrong, it's never going to break. It's because they don't want to get wet.
So. Yeah. Let me translate. Assalamu alaikum. I can mean for la local time bila do yin karaoke ko mnatna ala jibaro bugate akami go ngo jibaro se tenu le janding watu ila tingo fo mandati o tingo kono wala ni dingo wuluka akami go ko wala teo wala ti bale o manke dini wala wulu bale ala kuti dole se wulu la fango ko la jibaro ni sinate bara akami go ko mi yalan ko wala katre kunna wala ti mutalala wala kambinke wala malaf mina wala ko jete ana sari nyaka amuda wala ka sabu drombari jama fo ni be dindi o be wulu kan be tela hayin amake ko ibe shulala kate akola ko indite yeah.
All right. So today's topic, I wanted to discuss the two clinical measures that I think women often hear a lot when they go in for checkups is their dilation and their effacement. What these terminologies mean, how they're important to a woman. And I also wanted to briefly talk about how do they differ between first-time mothers and mothers who have experienced birth, before.
Ako be diamla mina bi wala mu kuri melan ko balula fanunya wala la yelenya ni ajibe wala ka felerol minke balula min yalan ko ni dunta sabo tingola kulo kono annun fana la fatanya be nyame min yalan ko lemu wala wulu gan sinya folola anen min yalan ko to ando ne tambitanyin akonyin anu wo kul kotolu min tabina wala diamla wala.
All right, so what I want to first say is that both of these terms, effacement and dilation, are assessments of cervical change. When we say cervical change, we're talking about the cervix, which is the opening to the womb. So we're talking about changes that take place to the cervix during labor for the baby to be born. Okay, so both of those terms are assessments of cervical change.
Cool felelo wala ka jibe nyamen cool be nyamen je janin dino be wulula o mo wolati kaaje ko abe tembe da min do sello oto wol mo wolati comme akamin fo effacement anin dilation wala ka yele effacement wala ka mesea ka saba so ko pusi bala ko le fote.
All right, and I want to make note that in pregnancy the cervix is long and it's closed. So it's long and it's closed, okay?
Akami ko wole ko ni ekonoma ya kono wole ko ile wulusilo nyin akajam vale ando ay solong.
Okay. And effacement is a measurement of the thinning of the cervix. So the cervix is long, Sekaba, and it will thin or shorten. Okay, so that's called effacement. Okay.
Akami ko wole ko effacement nyin kuma de woni mi ni ajibe fo wole ka fengo nyin ka soro wala ka bondi. Wala kami ko wole ko akala jamfo ni ala soronyi ako ko itande.
Okay. And when we talk about effacement, we talk about it in terms of percentage. So a long cervix, we would say is 0% effaced. As it gets shorter, maybe now it's 50% effaced. Now maybe it's 75% effaced, maybe 90% effaced. And then finally it's thin, it's 100% effaced. So that's how we talk about effacement.
Ate kemoldo kome akadoya nyamin ka doya nyamin wala ka sudiya nyami ka ta wolle safu ko kemodo talulu wala fighter for what is the maximum effacement?
From 0% not effaced at all to 100% where it's very thin. That's what we want is 100% effaced.
Kabo la to mi alon ko e safu wala mo kensen mati amang doya wala amang saba fo ay ta keme doya to. Okay.
Now dilation measures the opening of the cervix from 0 to 10 centimeters, the opening up of the cervix.
Dilation wala mfano nyinti okamintande wala ko wuluslo nyina fano kabo ala dokolonto wala la kinzendo kata tanto wala balabala noti wala isapo centimeter.
Okay, so effacement is from 0 to 100%, whereas dilation is from 0 to 10 centimeters.
So, effacement o kabo kenzen kata kemeto, ako dilation o kabo 0 kata 10 centimeter.
Okay, now first-time moms, they're going to have to thin out and efface before they dilate.
The first-time moms will have what?
They will have effacement, the thinning of the cervix, before they will dilate. So the cervix will thin, and then it will dilate. So if she's a first-time mom, she's going to have to efface before she dilates.
Akame vole wuluso bari akame for the wulu siloni akajamvala so akame vole ma kamesela folo amno obe mesela folo fa mesela no kita okola sina fano wole mo moltimila ngole be ile folo yinka.
Okay. And then the moms who have had babies before, they tend to efface and dilate at the same time. So simultaneously, they're thinning and opening. First time mom, thin, then open. Had a baby before, thin and open together.
Coming for all million ko lene digo soto amuna ko nieta no wuluso nabe e kabnya abdet abe soronkan aka balo e kabnya la balo fana kayelele amuna ko ka soronne ka doya anu fana kayele ko fulo be kenyola naro no ko ine wuludo bare fulo malu wolta dole fulo kake ay dete e ay soron wala kabnya na ay ngofu nyoka o ko la na yele.
All right, and I just want to say Sekaba, doctors and nurses and midwives, they don't usually talk to us about effacement. They only talk to us about dilation. Okay?
Ako kami po njara lalo wala bilkata bulkunna kulto timudalale ako jamale mai bukati amuye ila burusulo nyina deto wala ngojo nyokam kaja ay soron kabo abijam far nyame ako kay amuye me wala balola fanodrom balola yelo nyi kay amuye wala.
So I want to share like just a quick story with you. For example, I went to birth with one mother. She'd been laboring for 24 hours at home. We got to the hospital. She's a first-time mom, and she had a vaginal exam, and the doctor said she was 2 centimeters. And the mother was devastated. 24 hours of labor, and I'm 2 centimeters? And I said to the doctor, I said, how far effaced is she? The doctor said 90%. So I looked at the mom. I said, don't be discouraged. Yes, you've been laboring 24 hours, but all that time was thinning. Now that you're just about done thinning, you're going to start opening. Now, we still have more laboring to do, but don't be frustrated because your body was working all that time to efface. But our doctors usually fail to tell us it's okay. Your body was thinning. Now you're going to open. They don't talk to us about the effacement because most people aren't aware of it and they don't understand it.
Akami vola ako dole mimbe timoto fo we tumari mwane nanke 24 hours ako okole inata jara lato loptano to ako sa inata na ka fele ka jiko ikaye ko ila yelo wala balola yelo isa for bare tanne mo bare kai ko abe fulale to wala yelo nyi bare ako ibuga min fa wolen ko ila wurusulo nyi na akadeto minke nyokan ako mo tandia ako kabra nyi karo ko obe tanko non tolto amuna ko obe chemoto atata minna ada sala tandela bara ko ibuka info mole ako na rafo muso nyeko e kala jikla tay bare ni kabri o fay wajel ko man meta jela man kai ko comme tanko non to kidala to kana jikla tay ni o banda to do be datla.
Okay, so knowledge is power. When she realized that, it wasn't frustrating to only be 2 centimeters because she was 90% effaced, it gave her more energy to keep going. So this is why we say knowledge is power. Knowing what's happening is power.
Kami wole london symbol ako kabring wakamta ko ko men tan kono tongoron do futa to lale kaje ko wala wulusulo nyina nyafo nyokan ako wais juso dial kaje ko ay to taka o ni e fion long ake ide ma back ko kunin.
And Brother Sekeba, can I ask you the new baby's name?
Lamin Jane.
Can we see him or no? Can we see him today or no?
Yes, you can. He's upstairs. If you let me, I can bring him.
I would love for you to bring him. That's our new AMANI baby. I would love to see him. So please bring him. We'll wait for you, inshallah.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. Oh, and there's our other AMANI. No, that's not our AMANI baby.
That's the older brother. Yeah, that's the older brother.
We have 3 children?
Yes, alhamdulillah.
MashaAllah, mashallah, mashallah. He's so little to be a big brother to 2 already.
He's little, but mashallah, very wise.
MashaAllah, may Allah bless them all with good health, maturity of years, and may they all be blessed to be counted amongst those who are pleasing to Allah and their parents. Ameen.
Ameen, ya Rabbi.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. I'm so happy for him. I didn't even know they were having a baby.
Mashallah.
I feel so cheated. Like, I feel so,
I found out later in the pregnancy that she was expecting. So alhamdulillah.
I just feel cheated that I didn't know. Mashallah, mashallah. He's like our brother. How could he not tell me he was having a baby?
I know, right?
So happy for them. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
Very beneficial that he had this information and this knowledge, like firsthand, that he was getting it. Alhamdulillah.
Oh, look. Do we have a baby? Oh, mashallah, mashallah. May Allah bless him.
He's sleeping, because he spends the night.
That's what they do is sleep. Oh, yeah, wait, I can't see him. Oh, mashallah, beautiful. Up a little. There we go. Beautiful. To you, to mother. Mashallah, very, very happy for you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for showing us the baby. Now, 1 week? 1 week, yeah, 1 week old? 1 week?
Yes, 1 week, yes. I mean, 9 days today, yeah.
Mashallah, I'm so very happy for you. All right. I'm so very pleased that you have your new baby. Thank you so much for your translation, for the people of Gambia, and Salama for bringing this project so that we can reach more moms. Please like and share the channel so that other moms in the Gambia can get this information. Ask for the, let me get rid of that. Oh, God, yes. Nuha is saying, mashallah, may Allah bless him. Thank you so much, Halima. Ameen. Make sure that you sign up for your free secrets book, guys. That's free for anyone who asks for it. I need to send those out this week. I have a few requests, so make sure you get your request in. I'll get those sent out to you.
But I mean, interesting it is. I was struggling to get it. I tried to download it, but it wasn't happening. So I even told Salima. Salima was telling me.
Well, did I send you the link yet? Did I send it to you yet? You have to fill out the form, and then I send you the link.
No, I filled the form, but the link, I mean, the thing wasn't sent to me because it will tell you to fill the form. Right, because
I have a list of people I haven't emailed yet. So you're probably on the list I didn't email you yet. So just wait.
I needed it at that time when this child was born. Okay,
if you told me, anyways, I
thought it's automatic, it's sort of, generated by itself, but I didn't know.
Alhamdulillah. I will get it out to you, even though it's late now. I will get it out to you.
Yes, just the next one.
All right. Anything else you'd like to say, Salama, before we close?
No, other than patience. Birth requires patience, and to all the first-time mothers out there, this is really, really important because typically this is when intervention is offered to mothers when they're in these stages of long labors and they feel like they're not progressing, and doctors may feel like they're not progressing, but labor takes time.
It does.
Yeah, so be aware that there's different things happening to your body that requires time and patience, and but know that your body is working. Trust in.
Maybe next week, if you remind me, we can talk about some of the measurable and immeasurable things happening during labor. We could talk about that next week. Inshallah.
Yes, inshallah.
Okay. All right, guys. Take care. Enjoy the baby, mashallah. And please give my congratulations to your wife, okay?
I will do. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum, both of you.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.